Alrighty, here we are, everybody. Yo, what the fuck? That's sick as hell, man. Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Star Power back with another video. Now, today we have another review, but this isn't like your normal gas station vape review. This actually is something very special I got from my friends over at Nebula Labs. I'm gonna bleep out their little address there. But this comes from Nebula Labs. These are full THCA disposables with pods. So but this is what the box looks like. It gives you a little explanation inside of how to use them and stuff. And then it comes with 4 of these half-gram little disposables. Another cool thing about this that I forgot to do in the last video when I tried to make a review is it comes with a little bag. So you can put your little concentrates and your little dispos in this bag and zip it up, and you got your dispos in here, and they won't fall out or nothing. You won't lose them because they're in a nice little bag. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps me out a whole bunch, and it lets other people see these videos, because a lot of videos like these tend to get age restricted, and that sucks. So, if you have a friend to share this to or anything, that would be so greatly appreciated. Without a further ado, let's get into this little review and get token. But yeah, no, I've been trying these out a little bit. I wanted to, give a better review and actually know what we're talking about, and not just like oh, I hit these a few times, they taste great, 10 out of 10. But I have no clue what strains any of these are. So let's just give it a rip, and I'll tell you guys what I'm thinking about it. So I feel like the first time I tried to review these, they all tasted very, very similar, like very gassy. And I'm not gonna lie, it could be the Yoo-Hoo I just took a sip of, but this definitely had a bit more of a creamy flavor. Um, so I think we're gonna give it a second. I'm gonna wash my mouth out with some water, and we're gonna try to rip it again, because I think we got like a flawed test result. Honestly, no. Whenever I rip this, I still get that slight creamy taste. Definitely being followed by, the dankness of the green goodness inside of these disposables. Honestly, I feel like it's pretty comparable to a wedding cake. Click it 5 times, turn it on, and just pop your dispo in, and get elevated, get lifted. I think these things are fucking sick. Okay, so whatever we got going on in this other pod is definitely different than the pod that I just showed you guys and that we just smoked on. Cause I'm getting a lot more sour notes out of this. Something more of kind of like a sour diesel sort of flavor from this pod. Even though they really don't tell you what flavors they are. I'm a big fan of this one. See, that one, I just feel like that one is definitely a bit more gassy than the other one was. All right, got our third dispo popped right in here. As you can see, we're going to give this a few rips and see if there's any difference in the flavor or the strain or anything. I'm not going to lie to you, the third dispo in here definitely hits a lot harsher and definitely tastes like 10 times more dank than the other two have already. So I'm starting to think that there might genuinely be a difference in the strains or the terpenes they use to make these. Because at first, I wasn't too sure about that. I wasn't too sure if it was like you buy a pack and they're all the same strain inside of that pack or anything. Either way, we got our fourth dispo right here. Pop that little thing in here and let's give it a rip, shall we? Cheers, everybody. I think it's clogged a bit. Okay, so this one is definitely pretty sweet. This one is like it kind of reminds me of like a Skittles strain, to be fully honest. Like if you were to smoke like cherry Skittles or like cherry pie sort of like wax, it kind of tastes like that. This is definitely a lot sweeter than the other ones. These fucking things, they will still for sure make you cough though. That is not a lie. I want to say for the Nebula Labs, man, going through them and realizing like they did have different flavors, different strains and stuff. Copping this for I think I got these for around $40, and I think this was an amazing buy. You literally get to keep the little pen. You get a bunch of dispos with it. But honestly, I think I'm gonna have to give these an 8 out of 10. The flavors could be better. It would be like the packaging could be a lot better. It could tell me more about what the fuck I'm smoking on. Um, but the rest of the points go, to the creativity of the box, the quality. Like I feel completely elevated right now. I feel great. So definitely, points go into the box, the creativity, the oils they put into it, the handwork that they did themselves to make it. I'm very impressed with it. 8 out of 10 for the Nebula Labs. If you ever get a chance to get your hands on some Nebula Labs, it's something I would definitely recommend. Other than that, though, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. Please try to share the video to other people if you think they would enjoy it, because a lot of videos like these like to get age restricted, and I need to figure out a way to, get away from that. So until I can do that, it'd be greatly appreciated if you share this video with other people. And you gave it a like, comment, tell me what you thought about it, tell me if you'd like to see anything different. And yeah, we're out of here, dog. Peace.